Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, cosmic conscious co-creators of heaven on earth. Happy October 13th, 2021. The 13 of the Divine Feminine Goddess is flowing in, lifting, elevating, and ascending all on the path. Today is Keen 43, blue, self-existing night on the Mayan calendar. It is our Venusian Brothor of the Light, Nikola Tesla's galactic birthday. We also have a galactic activation portal on this day of the blue night, healing through dreaming, with more codes and higher energetics pouring into the field today from Solaris. We are aligning more with the true, natural, organic timeline of positive confirmation. With all the convoluted energies and information, it is best to stay centered in the heart presence of divine neutrality. Keep anchoring the higher light into the grids and portals as the final culmination and cultivation of heavenly golden chi comes to fruition. The seeds of consciousness take bloom as the field becomes a prism of rainbow plasma light, filling all with the multicolored arrays of infinite bliss. To see clearly, we must fully open the eyes of our spirit and allow the holy waters to take resonance within your sacred temple, our vessels of light, the luminous sphere. Today on this 10th month and 13th day, we have a portal of the Divine Goddess, the Universal Mother of One, opening and connecting with us all for the healing and nurturing of our inner innocence. Divine Feminine Sophia and Magdalene of the Sisterhood of the Roses are with us to guide and protect our sacred hearts while being encoded and upgraded with the higher light frequencies. Shakti is with us now, transmitting her blue ray of healing, balance, prosperity, and abundance. All is coming into perfect harmony with the alignments in the heavens and upon the earth. With the power of our mighty I Am presence, we bring our world into perfection on this day and every day. With my true nature of pure awareness, all things are perfectly reflected and resolved in the unborn mind of the Buddha. Blessings in the light from the Most High, the great mystery. As we tap into and integrate the still white magnetic light into center of our beings, our sacred temples, we transmit and transform all frequencies and energies into the higher 5D resonance for all to rise and thrive upon the new earth. Aho, Shalom, Shanti, Elohim, Adonai, Namaste. With all these powerful waves and activations coming in, we all feel like this is all coming to a head. We are at the final culmination point, on the verge of total compression breakthrough. Just keep going through and through and through these energies as we navigate through the eye of the needle, the eye of the storm, we call 0 point energy or the singularity. And with these intense energies coming in, we have many earth changes all over this realm. A massive typhoon on the Ring of Fire, severe flooding in the Philippines because of this typhoon Kampasu, which is headed towards Vietnam. It's just east of Vietnam, south of China, and it just passed through Hong Kong. This is a very powerful and intense tropical storm, clearing everything in its path. Our prayers and blessings as always go to all our people being affected by these massive earth changes. We also had many activations all over Pachamama with 117, 117, and 1.5 or greater earthquakes, 144 coming in, and most of the most powerful earthquakes today again on the Ring of Fire, the most powerful 5.4 South America, Argentina. Earlier today, Itsu, Japan on the Ring of Fire 4.1, Indonesia 4.9, 13.13 Divine Goddess 4.4 Portal, South Sandwich Islands in the Root Chakra, Pachamama, South Atlantic Ocean 4.8, 12 Divine Feminine, China, Xinjiang 4.4, Papua New Guinea 5.0, then the most powerful 5.4 in Argentina, at 7:55 UTC, 50.317 latitude, 72.237 longitude, 37 into 73, heaven on earth. Peru, South America, Andes Mountains, 4.6. Then another 4.9, South Sandwich Islands, root chakra, Papua New Guinea 4.9, Indonesia 5.0, 4.6, Alaska Peninsula and the Crown 3.7, 37 bringing down the 73 through the Crown chakra, Pacific Antarctic Ridge 4.6, again today in Celebes Sea 4.4, 464 kilometers depth, 4444, 88 portal, Lionsgate of the Lyra nation of New Lemuria, and the crown of Lemuria, Rat Islands, Aleutian Islands, 3.0, Fox Islands, Aleutian Islands, 3.3, 33, Divine Mastery, right on the Tropic of Capricorn, South America, San Antonio de los Cobres, Argentina, 4.4, 888, Vanuatu, 4.4, 888 portal, Vanuatu 4.5, 197 kilometers depth, Council of 9 coming in. Xinjiang Qinghai border of China. This is right in the heart of the plateau of Tibet with a 4.3, 7 of mastery, Southern Alaska 3.0, and then a 4.6, Dominican Republic, Punta Cana. This is with the new Atlantis, the divine masculine energy coming in. The Christos and the Magdalene energy coming together, the eagle and the condor fly free. These are energies of the Hieros Gamos, the merging of the yin and yang, fire and water, Kan and Li, to create the sacred mist, the steam of the levity of ascension. And now we continue with the Sabian symbols. Right now the moon is at 3 degrees 16 minutes Aquarius. The sun is at 20 degrees 59 minutes Libra. The current Sabian symbol for the sun at 21 degrees Libra, a crowd upon a beach. And the current Sabian symbol for the moon at 4 degrees Aquarius, a Hindu healer. From astrologyweekly.com, 848 coming in. And now my sacred condor pulls a card for you today from the tarot deck, Dreams of Gaia, from Raven Phelan. And the card she pulled for you today, 3 of Fire, the threefold flame, the Trinity. The keywords action, implementation, exploration, expression, energy, hard work, sacrifice, imitation. Key phrases: necessary sacrifice, experiment, practice, and refine. Avoid copying those who inspire. Step out into the great unknown and trust. Put your objectives first. Avoid cutting corners. Pay attention to details. Have you lost your direction? Meaning, do you have an idea or creative venture that you would like to implement? The 3 of Fire represents the necessary sacrifice that may be required when we act on our goals and objectives. When we first begin to act, we often find ourselves exploring the paths walked by those who came before us in order to discover and determine the best way to implement our ideas. However, that same exploration can inspire new ideas that break with tradition, because something old has been reimagined and expressed by a mind with a unique perspective to make it relevant in the present. To implement those new ideas requires sacrifice, commitment, and dedication. It means stepping away from what is tried and trusted, safe and secure, and stepping out into the unknown with an almost blind faith and commitment. It means putting the objective first and turning away from everything that distracts or might prevent it from being achieved. It means working hard and not cutting corners in order to speed up the process. It means knowing that what you create will only equal what you have invested, and what are you willing to invest. The 3 of Fire lets you know that now is also a good time to explore and experiment on a practical level. Use your hands and mind to practice, hone, and refine your skills or abilities, so that what you create and do will always be something crafted to the best of your abilities, and be a true reflection of your passion and dedication. Remember also to avoid copying another's idea, because this is the time to be innovative. Create using your experience and imagination to inspire you, instead of the vision and ideas of another. The energy of this card is also synchronistic with the journey of ascension. Fire rises, water flows. And now from Divine Sistar of the Light, Kiran Lithika, sending waves of vibrational healing, violet ray healing. As we enter a new light phase, see the great light metamorphosis, physical light body advancements, each breath a new light vibration, cellular light advancement, love for your day, brothers and sisters, uprising and global unity. From KarenLithika.com, and from Divine Sistar of the Light, Amanda Lawrence. The amount of plasma we are receiving to our bodies today is unprecedented. I see it with open eyes and physically feel it. It takes 3 days to integrate to our cells. More sleep may be needed. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Camilla Ackerstrom. The new divine feminine consciousness is the solar Christ Sophia consciousness. As this consciousness anchors, it clears the old feminine lunar consciousness. Within this new consciousness, a whole new geometry, codes, teachings, and technology is streaming in, because the old one has been reversed, misused through the misuse of the free will of the planet. Some of those codes, frequencies, and sacred geometry colors are so new that you might not in the moment sense them or feel them, because you are not recognizing them. They are totally new here to the planet in this new time. When we move deeper and deeper into our sacred heart center, we are reconnecting with the highest truth of our own soul. And here we seek stillness and guidance within and listen from within our heart. We connect with the deepest levels, with the divine within ourselves. When we merge with the divine within, our soul finally remembers its own inherent power, the power of love. Then and only then we finally can step into the fullness of the power of one's soul, as the heart center opens and there is just pure, unconditional love. The true power of love arises. From CamillaMara.com, and from Divine Sistar of the Light, Salara An-Ra. The councils speak of the seeding of multidimensional consciousness in humans on this planet. They remind us of how star beings came into our dimension to activate a portal in the Pacific Ocean that allowed higher dimensional frequencies to enter our planet. This was a new experiment which was indeed a sacred path for many star beings who contributed their star codes and genetics to the creation of a new race. Those humans who honor their star seeding call themselves starseeds, but we are all this. The one heart holds the memories of our ancient ancestors and our star seeding. These are within our original divine blueprint, and we can access these memories now through conscious one heart activation. With love as always. From Solara.org.uk, and from Divine Sistar of the Light, Shekinah Rose. Blu-ray transmissions, intense Ascension energy update alert. Today the 13th is the Divine Feminine Empowerment and Day of the Sister of the Sacred Rose. We are in a rebirth of the Divine Feminine balancing energies on this planet of loving, intuitive, creative energies, and you are bringing this forth. These energies may feel very intense and dense at times, where it's almost harder to breathe. You may feel yourself consciously taking deep breaths out, where you are intuitively guiding the energy to move and transform, as there are many variables happening all at once, with geomagnetic storms, warring consciousness fields, celestial planetary alignments, and where the higher divine realms, the white light, your higher self, and the Christ also feels closer and more readily available than ever before. It is right there alongside all that is taking place that can look chaotic. The sensitive empath starseed, blue ray, and angelic will experience an array of these energies. Not all will feel the depth of these shifts, as this is depending on your empathic sensitivity nature, your mission and purpose. Being a Blu-ray empath transformer, grid worker, earth anchor, you are constantly in sensory experience of the harmonic resonances field, how the group consciousness, Mother Earth Gaia, the higher fields and dimensions are interacting with and through you. You know instinctively when the energies are not as they have been or may feel somewhat off. You may not know what it is or how to articulate yet. It's a knowing feeling resonance. Clarity integration is coming. By the end of the week, breakthroughs and a beautiful new essence of a personal empowering nature will flow. A spiritual re-energized expansion of who you are, Ascension New Earth symptoms and energies. There is a celestial energy that is assisting you to rest, recoup, rejuvenate, organize. New realizations of the divine order connectedness are being revealed. A whole revision of you is taking place. Times where you find it harder to work the way you used to. These are break, rest, and regenerating periods. A new frequency flow is being generated that will be easier to flow and being in harmony with. Hearing buzzing louder at different times and tones in your ears that come quickly and go. Timeline shifts, psychic attacks, internal energetic shaking. Feels like your light body may be vibrating, and at these times you may feel more vulnerable to energies. Feeling vulnerability, wanting to cry, feeling sad, that comes as a releasing and allowing of the emotions, energy, and a sacred letting go. This can bring an increase in love and compassion. Practice self-love, self-care, energetic boundaries. Know your empathic, sensitive heart is treasured by the universe. You are beloved. We love you. I love you. From ShekinahRose.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Ramona Lappin. Big tests may present, making sure you stand in your mastery. If you learned your lessons, see through the illusions and gaslight attempts. Don't fall for old tricks. Keep returning to the 0-point field, to neutrality, and laugh as the illusions now breaking at the seams, as the last veils lift. Divine new blueprint reset completion as all new worlds have been born. Now we're done with the talking, and instead let's do this and show them how this is done. When you believe and are in alignment with your highest version of self and God Source consciousness, in service to the law of one. New worlds have been born. We did it. And for anyone saying these are false, fantasy timelines, I ask you, what is a false timeline? Isn't it the ones that are plagued with the NAA interference? The manipulated ones, the inverted ones, the ones facing the past and recreating the past over and over again? And what is reality anyways, but anything that we can imagine, that which we believe to be real? It's a purity of frequency now, that which decides reality, that we all co-create. Isn't this what we came for? To collapse these old artificial timelines, which is what we did. The old ways won't work here anymore. Now we rise higher than ever before, co-creating miracles that no one can any longer deny that magic is real. That God in fact exists, and that we came to show all what it means when we become God's source, consciousness embodied, where all becomes possible when in service to all, trusting you, believing in you, standing in full integrity as the most authentic you can possibly be, being the change we wish to see in the world. That's how all new is created and resurrected from the ashes of the old now, birthing heaven on earth for all to see now. All from the inside out, as heaven truly lies within us. As we resurrect and fully rebirth now, we resurrect heaven on earth now. What timeline you experience now is up to you, your focus, what you spend your energy on, and what you co-create with every word, thought, belief, feeling, and action, now and always. Manifestations are super amplified. This is all about us remembering how to consciously co-create responsibly. Not from our little egos, but in alignment with Source and your highest self. Now let's do this. Enough talking. Let's show them how this is done when you believe. Full confidence in ourselves, our gifts, abilities, and powers. How it all clicks into place now. Divine justice is being served, and the seeds we have sown over many eons now coming to full bloom. Time has come to an end. The divine blueprint reset is now complete. Our full abilities, inner technologies will come online very quickly now, and with it the out there. Our bodies are processing a lot as the most powerful, multidimensional upgrades and clearings of our DNA unfold. Big shifts in reality keep unfolding, all activated from within and supported by the KP6 geomagnetic storms, solar winds, solar flares, and powerful timeline shifts and edits, reflected by the very precisely focused Schumann resonance spikes after coming back online on the morning of the 11th after being offline since the 8th. Confirmation to me of a huge reality quantum shift reset. All I can see now is new Earth, all new worlds, yet they're also still assembling and being co-created in the now. The old matrix is no more. Realities and timelines are super blending. Think Mandela effect, a merging of all timelines into one. As we merge into oneness as a collective consciousness again, all is interconnected. The old matrix is gone, now purely held in place by some remaining thought forms and beliefs, all being dismantled now. As we let go of all the stories of the past, once we have learned their lessons, then they clear and dissolve along with those realities. Now we write and co-create all new now. Do you know now how truly powerful you are? That you are the co-creators of the collective storyline, and do you think something else is writing this for us? Who is the director? It's all of us together as one. That's what we are supposed to get here. We are the ones who decide and co-create in every now. So remember your power and go out and co-create the most amazing, beautiful, magical realities you can possibly imagine, all in alignment with your highest self. Dream big, because after all, who is the one dreaming anyway? Eternal love and blessings, Ramona. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Judith Kusel. The universal laws work with the natural creative principles where all exists and flows in harmonic coherence as one. All forms part and particle on one divine source, thus divinity exists in all. There is no need to force anything. All flows, all is created, and recreates itself in beautiful synchronicity, balance, and harmony. Love. Remember this. When all flows in harmony, there is peace, inner peace, equilibrium. Your own soul will always warn you, through your own intuitive powers and your own gut feelings, when something is not right for you, and when something is out of the universal law and thus not for your highest good. Listen to it. Do not allow anyone to override your own intuitive knowing, no matter who they are. If something feels wrong, it does not serve you. The herd instinct is that of sheep who blindly follow. Those who are aware and awake and in tune with the divine laws and the divinity within self and their own intuitive knowing and guidance have the ability to break free and stand in the fullness of their own light, and thus walk alone if need be, and be true to themselves. Indeed, they are never alone, for the inner oneness, unity, peace and harmony of the divine and the universal whole lives within them. Your soul is a divine spark, and thus you are part and particle of the divine source who created you. The greatest gift you can give yourself is the ultimate freedom to be one with all that is, divinity, wholeness, inner equilibrium, love and peace, living your truth, knowing who you are in truth, knowing what you are in truth, knowing how to serve in truth. I am that I am. From JudithKusel.com. From Divine Sister of the Light, Sarah Adams. Message from Archangel Mikhail. Greetings, beloved ones. We are sending you blessings of love and light in this now moment, and we are inviting you to open your heart to our message for you. You are well on your way of your ascension into the higher dimensions. On your path, your higher self has orchestrated different experiences to nudge you toward your alignment with God. Your higher self knows exactly which buttons to push in order to get your attention. In other words, the unpleasant experiences that you are having are designed to give you a choice. Will you empower the unpleasant experiences, or will you take back your power and give it to God? Will you turn your focus away from your problems and place it with God? God is so powerful to have created this entire universe and multiverse. Therefore, your problems are such a small thing to handle if you were just to give them to God. Let God take care of your life, and life takes care of you. Your alignment of God has to come first in order for your life to bring you the solutions, the improvement, the divine plan fulfilled. Whenever something unpleasant comes up, simply give it into God's hands and bring yourself back into harmony. Bless the unpleasant experience and all involved, as the problem simply nudges you to come closer to God. Say to anyone and anything that is triggering you, God bless you, and come back into harmony. You are well on your way, dear one. Know that all is well, beloved ones. Welcome home. We are walking beside you every step of the way. Dear ones, you are loved beyond measure, always. I am Archangel Mikhail, and I bring you this truth. from teloschannel.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Carolyn, 144 God Code. Procrastinating over choices and not taking action are surfacing to see what's been holding you back. The fears of rejection and not being supported have been trying to protect you from being hurt again. Abandonment wounds of the heart. These fears are being eradicated from the womb and lack consciousness that created mental slavery. A new sovereign divine masculine Christ frequency is rising up from within, protecting you from childhood hurts and healing this from within to without. This new masculine completely overrides the ego and stands in his authority, fearless, confident, and strong. A new life cycle is beginning for you, your family, and your divine union. People that have different beliefs and values are leaving the flock. This is divinely orchestrated and collaborated with your angelic team answering prayers. They are here to assist you in this time of positive transition to new, loving, healthy relationships. Soul tribe and soul family are restoring and becoming more unified. You can utilize your new masculine frequency to make a plan and set goals on what you desire your relationships and lifestyle to be like, with people you can trust. Guidance of your soul's true desires are downloading, so take time to turn inwards and listen to your heart. The seeds planted now will be rewarded in the future. In the meantime, the entities that did hurt and abandon you are receiving their karma. This completes removing the seed point of spells that created all the loss. You are also being remunerated with fun, lightheartedness, wholeness, and the light. Confusion will suddenly be simple and clear as the spells neutralize. Your ancestors are beside you as the heavy burdens of the past release. Your new divine masculine Christ consciousness is expanding and solidifying within. Daily you will notice that your mind is sharper, logic is accurate, and direction and determined focus are easy. This is your natural birthright. Your heart's harmony and tone are coming into a new alignment and frequency with your new consciousness. You are returning back whole through the consciousness streams of income, setting you in motion back home to the promised land, healthy, healed, and whole, with the devil eradicated. In Jesus Christos' name, Amen. From Carolyn Kundalini Twin Flames. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Leah Whitehorse, Lua Astrology. Venus in Sagittarius, sextile Saturn and Aquarius. The skies offer structure and stability in the realm of money and relationships. Consider what you need to invest for maximum return. With both planets in far-sighted signs, this is a chance to get ahead of the game. Tally up your accounts, budget, ask for advice from those in the know. Open a rainy day savings account or work out how to save for a significant purchase later down the line. The work you do now will pay off later. The same applies to romance too. Love sometimes takes work, but it's worth the effort under this influence. With Venus in inspirational Sagittarius, the heart is called to adventure. Saturn in Aquarius offers forward planning and the impetus to make it happen. Put your heart into what really matters to you. The more you value yourself, the easier it is to accomplish what you set out to achieve. Treasure the person you are today. Learn to love your own company, whether partnered or not. Appreciate the abundance of joy that life has to offer. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And from 13 Moon Peace Time. Today our galactic signature is Keen 43, blue self-existing night, and is a galactic activation portal notated by Hunab Ku. Blue existing night guides and teaches us to commune with our intuition by focusing on entering our space of sacred mystery, our house of night, our place of dreams, in order to bring form into existence. Within this sacred place of inner darkness is the sanctuary of self. Since all forms are self-existing, when we allow ourselves to surrender to the natural intelligence of the forms that we are manifesting, without control or manipulation, they are birthed gracefully. Blue self-existing night reminds us that utilizing the powers of discernment, definition, and measure can bring form into existence. All form follows vibration, and all vibration follows form. Blue self-existing night also reminds us how we define things determines exactly how they will form. Blue self-existing night encourages us to awaken to the natural abundance that is always surrounding us so as to be self-existing, self-sustaining, and self-maintaining, or in other words, whole within oneself. The cauldron of creation is inviting us to be peace and serenity by giving attention to how our lives are shaping. Are we receiving the inherent wisdom of our form, developing our own autonomous nature? How are we choreographing our experience of this dream of life and using our abilities of discernment and attention to details? Are we claiming our inherent powers of intuition and acknowledging the naturally occurring abundance that exists all around us, all the time? Truthfully seeking the answers to these questions, let us strengthen the foundational structure of who and what we truly are, while at the same time enjoying the mystery of endless natural order. Enoch H from 13moonpeacetime.com. Today from the Tzolk'in Times. Keen 43, Blue Self-Existing Night. The fourth day of the wave spell is called Self-Existing, and it is all about definition, form, and measuring. It represents taking stock of the situation, scrutinizing and reading the small print. Only after you do this should you proceed. So gather information and be sure that you plan your next move based on facts. Don't depend on guesswork. Today is Blue Night, which represents dreams and abundance. If you wake up to the potential you have, you can make your dreams real. If you want to take your lifelong ambitions seriously, you have to give them the time and attention they need to become reality. As it is a number 4 day, look at the details of your dreams. Make sure they have a realistic chance of coming true. It's all about discernment and putting your energy where it will yield the most results. You may need to be honest with yourself and even consider changing your direction. Today's guide is Blue Storm, which represents changes. A day guided by this restless energy is never relaxing. The overwhelming need for change in your life will guide your actions today, but this is what is needed to give your dreams a boost. To summarize, analyze your dreams. If the details look good, then allow the storm to guide the changes. And today, from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio. Blue Self-Existing Night, 3 Akbal, Keen 43, 13th of October 2021, Dream Weaving. 13-10-2021 equal 4-10-5 equal 4-15 equal 4-6 equal 10 equal 1. Day codes 13, Cosmos, Goddess, Mystic, Natural Lore. 4, Form, Structure, Foundation, Earth, Angelic. 10, Manifestation, Authority, Power. 1, New Beginnings, Leader, Original. Month year codes 10, Manifestation, Authority, Power. 1, New Beginnings, Leader, Original. 15, Spiritual Alchemy, Charisma, Magnetism. 6, Heaven, Christ, Romance, Harmony. Keen 43 equals 7, Mystic, Magic, Spiritual, Solitude. Make a wish. Today's energy is pure magic with a 10 manifestation code, 13 cosmic code, and a 7 magical code with the Keen. Today we have the ability to shape and liberate our dreams, to tap into the infinite abundance through Source. Today is also a galactic activation portal day, so the energy is extra intense and potent. How many blessings can we have in one day? Keen 43 is Nikola Tesla's galactic birthday, so we have extra potent manifesting power to create our dreams and imaginings today. A very potent abundance code for new adventures, new quests, and manifestations. 3333 flowing in. Day 4 in the yellow sun wave spell of illuminating our highest evolutionary path, to reclaim our soul power and full sovereignty. Today is the day our hopes, dreams, and desires start to take form. We are beginning to make progress in the goals we set on day 1. In particular, we are being asked to use our mind to evaluate, define, and measure the unconscious beliefs held within the belly of Akbal. Today we define enlightenment as catalyzing change within our collective unconscious mind, generating the energy held there to become the storm for transformation. All this underneath the waking consciousness will shift and be expressed. Get ready for our collective dreaming to take root. Tone of creation, self-existing tone 4 in the mental realm, action measures, power defines, essence forms. The code of today is a 13-4, so with the tone we have a 4-4 combo to build ourselves a very strong and stable structure. Self-existing number 4 takes form, and we have ourselves a square shape, self-existing, measuring and defining, very intelligent, fascinated by self. We now have built a sturdy platform upon which further growth takes place. Dispense with the rest and build your new solid foundation on the basis of fun, creativity, and magical manifestation. It is time to build and realize our greatest dreams. Paradisiacal Eden, here we come. Today's question is, what dreams have you held deep inside you that now need to come forth and be shaped into form? Divine blessings for shaping the life of your dreams. In la ketch a la kin, Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Kin 66. Kin 43, Blue Self-Existing Night. The mantra, the code for today is, I define in order to dream. Measuring intuition, I seal the input of abundance. With the self-existing tone of form, I am guided by the power of self-generation. I am a galactic activation portal. Enter me. And on this powerful day of activations, transformations, and manifestations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. I'd now like to take the time to thank all of you for supporting our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges on Patreon and donations that we're able to continue bringing these transmissions to the world. I'd like to welcome and thank Divine Sister of the Light Christy Lynn Fishrup for your pledge and support on Patreon, and welcome to the tribe of the Eagle and the Condor. Thank you very much. If you'd like to support our work and mission and vote for us to continue bringing these transmissions to the world and our other works of art, you can make a monthly pledge at our link at whitegoldeagle.com. And I'd like to also thank Divine Sister of the Light Sheila Sempek for another donation. Thank you very much, Divine Sister. We appreciate you very much, and all of you continuing to support us. If you'd like to make a one-time donation, you could do so to our PayPal link at eaglelovecondor.com. And I'd like to also thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condor's artwork on Etsy. You can purchase her beautiful handmade Zodiac Goddess totems, her felted angelic tree toppers, and other works of art at lunagoddessart.com. Now we're going to complete today's transmission with powerful energies and codes from Divine Sister of the Light Sandra Walter. Divine neutrality is the ultimate shielding technique, and it doesn't evolve a shield at all. Nothing gets into our fields without a dualistic reaction, fear, judgment, distortion. We choose what to engage with moment by moment. Divine neutrality allows us to pull back to the cosmic perspective, the presence perspective. From the space of the heart and higher consciousness, we make better choices about what to engage with. Sometimes we don't engage at all. No co-creation, no polarity. When distortions or triggers present, they are easily transmuted because heart coherence and neutrality are flowing through your fields. Nothing sticks. It takes practice. Start right now. Be attuned to your reactions, emotions, feelings, thoughts. Denormalize judgment in your own life stream. Show the way, the truth, and the life. Don't embody external conflict. There is enough internal conflict to transmute in this process. Remember that miracles happen out of time constructs, out of polarized consciousness, in the field of divine neutrality. We create a clear field, the clear crystalline stargate of the heart, by practicing depolarization. The ultimate shielding technique. The external does not stay in your field unless you choose to engage with it. If you create polarization, so it is. Neutrality allows us to be free from dualistic creation. Distortion cannot exist in a neutral field. From AscensionPath.com. And with that, thank you for joining us today on this beautiful, auspicious day of the 13th. And before I bid you all adieu, we'll talk a little bit here about how to transcend picking and choosing. This is the transcendence of duality, the root and cause of all suffering. And we end picking and choosing, good and bad, right and wrong, by realizing our oneness with infinite creator source we call the great mystery. Now, if you can conceptualize this great mystery, our true self, then it is not the true self. The word or concept is 2 steps removed from source itself. So with this we keep rising higher and higher to transcend all concepts. 144 flowing in, and once we reach this state of total transcendence, total stillness, we realize our true nature, our Buddha mind, God consciousness. Creator does not care what you call it. You can call it by any name. It is still source. You can call God, Yahweh, Buddha, Allah, the Tao. It is all irrelevant. It's all simply different fingers pointing to the same moon. And what is this moon of enlightenment? No one can tell you. You have to experience it yourself. This is what we call in Zen Buddhism direct experience, or mind-to-mind transmission of Buddha consciousness, God consciousness. It is true unconditional love, beyond words, beyond thoughts, beyond feelings. Go there now. And with that, have a beautiful and blessed awakening journey. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, and shine your light brightly into the night. Be sure to make this the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.